better add something upbeat here. I know, I'll put my secret agent in a love triangle. No, wait, that's not right. Spy thrillers don't have love triangles. They have love black holes, a massive vortex that devours love interests that are never seen again in any of the sequels. His psychic agent, after the rescue romance, she will never be seen again. The femme fatale, he will win her over and she will switch sides before dying tragically at the end. All love interests are to be treated like disposable props, just like his gadgets. Our secret agent doesn't need silly things like character development or an eye for detail. Cunning plans and quick thinking? Why would a spy need those?
Now, terrible writing advice. What do you mean by James Bond treating these women he has sex with as gadgets? Precisely what do you think James Bond owes these women who randomly have sex with him? They want him, he wants them. So they have sex and then they split. You're suggesting that what? James Bond, if some woman has sex with him, he owes her something? You know, he what? Owes her a relationship that he should stay with them? You know, or you think that, you know, one of these spy girls has to become a regular, like turn James Bond into Get Smart, who has 99 by his side all the time? This is ridiculous. What is up with this ridiculous criteria you're giving to James Bond? Look, Sherlock Holmes. What's the big character arc and development of Sherlock Holmes and Watson? You know, there are, you know, personal traits, they come up with them, but there's really not an character arc for either one of them. They're episodic. And guess what? Every episode, there's a new cast of characters that come into the episode, and then they're gone. They leave. You know, they don't show up again. What's in one of the few characters he has? There's Watson. There's Sherlock Holmes. I think there's the landlord, and what's the detective? The official detective Lestat. I forget his name, but that's it. Everybody else is new. The mystery is found out, and then they disappear, and a new crop comes in. So why should James Bond be different from that? James Bond does not suffer from terrible writing because his movies have been loved for decades. Generations of men grew up loving and watching Bond. So it's written well enough. Just like Sherlock Holmes. Guys like you reveal yourselves to be, I don't know what to call you, trad cons, male feminists, I don't know what you are. Actually, you're probably just a common guy. The common guy thinks men owe women something if women spread their legs for them. I thought women weren't whores. Terrible writing advice. I thought the sexual revolution happened, 50 years ago? Aren't these girls free to have sex with James Bond if they find him sexy? I mean, is any of the Bond girls ever expressed really wanting to be his girlfriend or his wife or something? And even if they did, you wouldn't have the reverse, would you? You know, if Bond got clingy with one of these women and they decided, well, you were a nice lay, but I'm not really interested in you, would you say she owes him a relationship? Like, this is pathetic. It's, sadly enough, typical patheticness from what I'm seeing from the average guy now. The average guy is such a whipped dog that he thinks like you do. Well, I'm here to say, guys, you don't have to be like this. You don't have to be like terrible writing advice here. break out. You know, some woman has sex with you, you owe her nothing. Good. I'm glad it's finally been said. Thank you, everyone.